Best Irish music on irishradio.org with Jerry Byrne.
Irish Radio, my guest today is from County Cork, Dr Aidan O'Sullivan, who is a social sciences researcher at Birmingham City University, and currently he's conducting research on how the diaspora communities from the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, as well as their descendants, conceive of the future of Northern Ireland after Brexit. Aidan, lovely to speak to you.
Hello, thanks for having me on.
A real pleasure. Tell me this, how did you come about doing this research?
Well, I guess, I initially had the idea a year ago, and my plan then was to actually do it at gigs. So, to talk to musicians, and I was going to do everything from unionist marching bands to Irish rock bands, and, and I was thinking of talking to bands that tour between Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, and the UK, and try to gain that kind of picture of people who can, who interact a lot with people in England, Wales and Scotland, and in Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, and overall how they feel the future of Northern Ireland is going forward. Anyway, that got way too complicated, so I decided we'll just go, and what happened was that there's this new book coming out in Vernon Press, being edited by Bridget Kennedy, and it's called Re-Imaging Ireland. And what it wanted to do was to see how images are used in imagining the future of Ireland, and it was going to look at lots of things. Northern Ireland is only a part of that, but also changes with the abortion referendum, with the equal marriage referendum, and lots of significant changes that are continuously happening in Ireland at the moment. So I decided I'd retool my initial proposed research plan. And what I would do is I would circulate a kind of pictorial survey amongst people, I think, people who identified with the Irish diaspora or the Northern Irish diaspora. And, they had to be resident in England, Scotland or Wales. It didn't matter if they weren't born in Ireland. It doesn't matter if they have, a far distant grandmother or anything like that. As far as they're concerned, if they're directly from Ireland or Northern Ireland, or somehow descended from it, second or third generation, I wanted to hear from them. They're resident in England, Scotland or Wales. And basically, kind of get the views of people who have a link to both Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland, but also who have lived in Britain long enough, and to get kind of their sense of what images do they have for the future of Northern Ireland, being able to have those links between two policies. Because I think in Britain, Northern Ireland does not, for most people in Britain, Northern Ireland does not arise in conversation or is ever considered at all. It's very rarely considered in the news unless there's trouble, such as was seen the last week. But it just doesn't factor very big especially in English politics and English and Welsh politics for a long time. And that's why the whole issue of the Northern Ireland Protocol and the whole difficulty for Brexiteers to secure their deal seem to have been sprung on them by complete surprise when they have forgotten Northern Ireland, despite it being the centre of a very huge, very significant conflict throughout the latter half of the 20th century. So I wanted to get people who've lived in Britain but have a link to Northern Ireland or Republic of Ireland, and to see what their views were, having some familiarity between, shore to shore, both sides of the Irish Sea.
Okay. Interesting stuff indeed, and it's sort of to try and gauge how the diaspora feel as regards how Northern Ireland will look in the future, basically. Yeah,
it's that kind of idea. I think there's I think there's going to be a huge survey that's being done of people in Northern Ireland, and how they view, and it's being conducted by the Belfast Telegraph, about what the future of Northern Ireland will be. And obviously there are going to be, there are a lot of initiatives in the Republic of Ireland, such as Ireland's Future, and Fine Gael have done a document. So, this would have been unimaginable 6 years ago, before the Brexit referendum, to be even talking about this in such a mainstream among such mainstream political parties about considering Irish reunification. And I wanted to talk about the Irish diaspora. You know, the voters of a Conservative or Labour or a third party in Britain, and, you know, who, whether any party would be interested in going forward with triggering a border poll. And I think it's just essential to know what the diaspora thinks from Britain itself, who currently reside in Britain itself, as they could be electing into Westminster the party that may decide on triggering the border poll for unification, either within the next few years or, if you ask me, probably in the next decade or two.
Okay, interesting one. Now, if somebody would like to take part in this survey, how can they do it?
So you can just look for my Twitter profile, and my Twitter handle is @AidanOSU. So that's @AIDANOSU. So that's @AIDANOSU. So just look for my profile on Twitter, and the pinned tweet, it will be the first tweet you'll see when you hit my profile, and I'll have the blurb. Are you from Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland, or trace your ancestry there? Do you currently reside in England, Scotland, or Wales? Please take part in the survey. And there's a link. So it's a top tweet at my profile, @AIDANOSU. You just click on that. It will take you like 10 to 15 minutes, not even to answer. Made it very quick and easy.
That's lovely. Dr. Aidan O'Sullivan, it's been lovely to chat to you. Thank you very
much.
Thank you very much indeed. And listen, good luck with the survey, and hopefully we'll catch up again soon.
Look after yourself and stay safe. Thank you very much.